In this video, we'll learn how to test the operation of a brushless drone motor and a small servo using an inexpensive servo tester purchased from AliExpress. This servo tester can be bought for less than $2 and allows you to, for example, test motors without having to connect the motor to an Arduino and run a program. The tester has 3 test modes, which are switched between by pressing the button located on the lower left side. The manual mode is in the upper left corner, allowing you to rotate the small servo to the desired angle. In the case of the drone motor, this allows you to go from the lowest to the highest power setting. The neutral mode is in the upper center, which takes the servo to its midpoint and stops it there. In the case of the drone motor, this makes it run at its mid-speed. Finally, in auto mode, for both the servo and the drone motor, the tester will run them from the minimum to the maximum point and speed repeatedly. The tester's power entry is located on its right. The letter S indicates signal. This pin will not be used in this demonstration neither for the drone motor or the servo motor. The positive power supply, up to 6 volts, is connected in the middle, and the ground connection is located below. The minimum operating voltage is approximately 4.8 volts. The tester's output is located on the left, and the same order is repeated. In this case, we will use the S signal pin. The servo has a dedicated signal wire, but the drone motor does not. The ESC is responsible for managing the current pulses for this motor. The drone motor wires can be connected to the ESC in any order, which is why we see that the ESC has its 3 wires of the same color. To reverse the direction of rotation of the drone motor, we must reverse the connection order of 2 remaining wires. To connect the ESC to the servo tester, keep in mind that black is ground, red is VCC or positive voltage, and the orange or yellow wire is the signal wire marked with an S. The servo tester has 3 outputs, so you can test up to 3 motors if you wish. We will begin testing the drone motor by connecting the ESC to a 12-volt power supply. Alternatively, you can connect it to a battery. The ESC will supply power to both the servo tester and the motor. To test the motor, we must do so without the propellers to avoid hazards. It's best to screw it to a piece of wood so it doesn't jump out and disconnect when we power it up. Before turning on the tester, we must set its potentiometer to its minimum power setting by turning it completely counterclockwise. If we don't do this, the drone motor will emit error beeps and won't start. When you turn on the circuit, you will hear beeps from the motor, indicating that it is ready to operate. If you use a drone battery, the number of beeps will correspond to the number of cells of your battery. You can adjust the speed using the potentiometer while in manual mode. Switching from manual to neutral mode, the center LED will light up, and the tester will automatically find the motor's average speed. If you then press the button again, you will switch to automatic mode, and the right LED will light up. In auto mode, the motor will run from minimum to maximum speed sequentially. Now let's test the servo motor. On the right, we need to connect the power cables as shown in the video. Likewise, we must connect the 3 wires coming from the servo, making sure that the negative wire goes at the bottom and therefore the yellow or white signal wire is connected to the top of the tester. As you can see, in manual mode, we can rotate the servo to any desired angle according to the physical capability of the servo. However, it should be noted that the tester sometimes misses a few steps if the potentiometer is turned too quickly. We switch to neutral mode, and the motor stops in its center position. Finally, in automatic mode, the motor oscillates between its maximum and minimum positions.